left-wing Kingz. Listen, think, act, repeat. Although Representative Michael Waltz of Florida voted against FEMA on October 4th, he's been actively debunking myths about FEMA's response to Hurricane Helene in fear that they could negatively impact recovery efforts. Ace, how can misinformation hinder recovery efforts and put people's lives at risk?
I mean, it's just lies and fabrications, pretty much. I mean, you know, we all know FEMA's in there doing what they're doing, man. They're down there doing the things that they need to get done. So if you're lying about that, then you're going to be making sure that people aren't getting the things that they need. You know what I'm saying? It can slow down the progress of that. You know, and or like you kind of said, you know, and my mind got caught up because I was thinking about, you know, and I don't mean to jump off of it, but I got caught up with my thinking because I was thinking about Rittenhauser when the little boy went over there with the gun.
Yep.
And when you said that's how those lies happen. Yeah, that dude actually thought of something that wasn't true and went over there and actually killed people on it. So and that's where my mind was at that. But yeah, man, getting back to the FEMA thing, man, you know, if you're out there and and there's false information being said about FEMA, then you're preventing the people who need FEMA to get the things that they need. You know what I'm saying? And that's uncalled for. You know, we can't do that. So Mike Waltz going there and kind of debunking it and saying, hey, you know, we're getting the things that we need. You know, so you know, y'all need to shut up about it.
Yeah.
Can make sure people get the things they need when they need it.
Yep.
Yeah, just to piggyback, of course, like delaying critical assistance. Guys, with FEMA, if you come in there and throw in a wrench in it, it may delay them actually receiving the assistance that they need.
Yep.
Again, confusion and distrust. So now you got people talking about FEMA, like FEMA running around taking all the money. Like, really? I was like, let's donate. And they're like, well, we can't donate to FEMA because FEMA's only giving $750. I'm like, those are untruths.
Yeah.
You know, so you have that going on. And then you have resource allocations. Like, where are the resources going now? Because now we're dealing with, you know, trying to calm down the situations over here. And it just sparks up more chaos and
exactly.
and again, panic and, you know, public panic on here. And speaking of public panic, look at us. We over here, we're in Texas buying up toilet tissue.
Yeah.
From stuff that's going to impact somewhere else. You know, that kind of thing happens. Like, why are they doing that? Because we have panic. You know, people, they don't understand the information that's going out. They think it's somehow going to negatively impact them. I don't care what anybody says. I think this is the most selfish country I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
We always talk about giving to people, but no, we don't. You know what I'm saying? We go up and buy up all the toilet tissue at H-E-B so your your neighbor over here can't wipe his butt. I mean, come on. You know, just the crazy. And then the scams and exploitations. That's how the scammers come in. They look and see, okay, what's happening over here? Yeah. Okay, now I can call, pretend I'm FEMA, or, you know, call and pretend I'm this person to give them, if you give me this, I'm going to give you some more money. And people fall for that because, unfortunately, they're destitute. They're desperate. So they don't know what to listen to because we have so much misinformation and craziness going out there. So it just delays the process.
Yeah. I think that I want to add to that because you made a really good point about panic, in my opinion. I think that they have to condemn these rumors and stop the misinformation because it puts people's lives at risk because people start to turn against one another. Like you said, we all seen like when COVID happened and people buying toilet paper, getting in fights at the grocery store over toilet paper and paper towels and shit like that. We've all seen like recovery efforts. Let's say, like we said, you're fucking up the recovery efforts. Let's say the stuff gets there, but people think that they're not going to get none. Right. We've all seen like the Middle East when them trucks show up and then people go crazy, jumping on top of each other, trying to get water and food and shit like that. That shit could happen here. You remember Katrina? Trucks show up, people think motherfuckers ain't coming. Or this the last time you gonna get a chance to get a sip of water. People it puts your life at, people die trying to get to that water or the food or whatever it is that they're providing. So when you're telling people, well, FEMA's running out of money, or FEMA they're not gonna give you anything. They're sending the money to Mexico, and the FEMA truck does show up. There might be some shit going down in that truck because motherfuckers is like really worried about what's being said. If the message is getting to them that the shit ain't there, this can directly impact recovery efforts and put people's lives at risk easily.
Yeah, just lying. You know what I'm saying? But back to it, just lying. And now that it's funny. Like now, are you a gun owner? Because it may come down to that now. Because
People do.
things may get that desperate.
Yeah.
Especially in these disaster areas. You know what I'm saying? So, and the toilet paper thing, I just never got that. You know what I'm saying? Just never got the toilet paper thing. But it seems like any little natural disasters, somebody's going out here buying up all this goddamn toilet paper for whatever reason.
That's the first thing on the menu, baby.
And, and like you said, we ain't even in the disaster area. Niggas buying up the
That's what I'm
toilet
saying.
paper.
But they was doing that shit because of the strike. Let's
Yeah.
kinda,
But I'm just saying. But they do those kind of things
Yes, they
because
do.
something's happening over here. They think it's going to impact you. They just lose their minds. It's crazy. And
Well,
And they fuck up the supply chain
it's
more.
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, another dude that lost his goddamn mind because of this was Donald Trump. And Mitt Romney called his ass out for it.